Grace and faith are two components of life, of Christianity. And grace is seen as God's almighty divine oversight of your life. His all-encompassing, all-powerful uh, rule over you. And what I mean by rule is he's the guy that makes your eyes blink. He's the guy that makes your lungs open and close. Nothing you can do to make these things happen. God does this. He works you like a puppet. That is what grace is. Now, faith is the opposite of that. Faith is everything that I do. When I'm running overtime for Jesus or God, I'm running overtime. I'm living by faith. I'm making decisions to uh, obey God or to do what is right in my everyday life. So faith is what I do, and grace is what God does. Well, when you read the Holy Bible, every sentence in there will either emphasize faith or it will emphasize grace. God's almighty divine hand or mine. And this is how life works. You can also compare that to Jesus Christ, who is a human and he was God here on earth. And you could think of him as faith. And then you take and look at God the Father, who is in the unseen heavens, the Almighty One that Jesus bows to, you can think of as grace. So there's God the Father would be almighty, encompassing, powerful grace, while Jesus is the man of faith. And it's these two working simultaneously. Faith, grace, grace, faith. It's like inside you, you find grace. God's divine hand on you, inside you, making up what you are. At the same time, you have faith. So think of grace as being resting and doing nothing to it at all. That is what grace is. You just give up. You go lay down. If you wanted to experience grace, go lay down, think nothing, and let whatever happens happen. That is grace. Now, faith, on the other hand, is you making it work, making things happen. And in the in every person, uh, you find these two components working together. At times, you have to lay down at night and you have to rest. At times, there's things that you cannot change. There are things in this life that you cannot change. You have to let God deal with it and not even monkey with it. While at the same time, there are things that you need to take care of yourself, like your children. You go down here and you take them to a doctor. You don't believe faith heals these kids when that grace thinking has put a lot of people in a penitentiary for letting their kid die because they would not, by faith, take them to a doctor. And